Today I was having a conversation with a friend, and she mentioned that she was striving for happiness, or it's a good idea to strive for happiness. And that struck me because it brought back a whole lot of memories of the time, the first 2 years or so after I came out of the forest. And one of the things that I identified was the happier I was, the more likely or the more intensely the pain was when I stopped being happy. So I would crash. So I was either up there, elated, or way down there, depressed. And it was a very fast trip from top to bottom, and often a slow trip back up to the top. And I used to think about that, and I think, well, it's hard work being happy, and it's harder work after I was happy. So I made a decision that I didn't really want to strive for happiness. Happiness wasn't the goal that I was seeking. What I was after was more important than happiness. And what I was seeking provided me with a safety net from depression or those deep lows. What I was seeking was contentment. I didn't want to be way up there and ecstatically happy, and I didn't want to be way down there. So for a long time, I just focused on being content, not staying away from those things that created those highs, those excitements. So, when other people were going, to something that they would walk out on, with a high or something like that, I wouldn't go. I wouldn't go because I didn't want to experience that. And I was working on myself. I'd set myself a goal. I wanted to develop a new habit. And that habit was to maintain a level of peace of mind, of contentment. And I'd like to think that I've reached that for a lot of my days today. I mean, there are moments when I do get depressed still. I have a high and I hit the bottom, but they're nowhere near like what they used to be. If it happens to me a couple of times a year, I'm okay with that. And for me, it's a good place to be. Sometimes I think people look at me and think I don't have a sense of humour, or I don't appreciate their sense of humour. But I do. I just tend to be more regulated with my emotions today. So I find it's very beneficial for a person with my experiences, a person that has experienced so much trauma and abuse. It's too easy to go and try and find those highs to make myself feel better. It was hard work finding that space in between, it's even harder work maintaining that space in between. But it's very worthwhile.